Hi friends, I am Raja Elapur, your English teacher. Really it took me a long time to make a video. Today I am going to talk about active voice and passive voice. Prior to talking about this, I would like to tell you why I am going to make a video this active voice and passive voice, because so many my friends, they asked me to make a video regarding this. Today I am going to talk about this. So today's our topic is active voice and passive voice. But prior to talking about active voice and passive voice, I would like to tell you to keep in mind that a transitive verb and intransitive verb. I hope you might have heard these verbs. Transitive verb and intransitive verb. I hope that you might have heard what these verbs are. Okay, no problem. Now I am going to explain about these two different types of verbs. Transitive verb is nothing but in a sentence the verb is followed by an object immediately. For example, I eat a mango. So here we know that here the letter I is the subject, the one who does the action here, and eat is the action. So this action or the verb is immediately followed by an object, a mango. So the verb here, the verb eat has a verb object, nothing but mango. So the verb that is followed by an object is called transitive verb. In some cases, some verbs they may not have object after them. For example, I sit on the bench. I sit on the bench. So if you look at the sentence, here I tell you, here the subject I, who is sitting on the bench, I. The subject is I, but the verb is sit. Okay, of course here there is a verb. Now you see the verb sit is not immediately followed by the object, but in between these verb and object there is a preposition which is called on. So these kind of verbs are called intransitive verb. So whenever if you want to change the active voice into passive voice or the passive voice into active voice, we can only change the transitive verb. Unless there is a transitive verb, voices can never be changed into another form, from active voice to passive voice and passive voice to active voice. So here we have to take care of while we have to check whether the verb is transitive verb. If there is a transitive verb, then only that voice can be changed into another form. Okay, let's start let's move on to our topic, active voice and passive voice. So it is very important to keep in mind that transitive, whether the verb is followed by an object or not. If the verb is followed by an object, no doubt, obviously that can be changed into passive voice. Okay, don't ever forget this one. Okay, here to begin with our topic, active voice and passive voice. Active voice and passive voice. So here, what is the difference in between these two voices? Here, voice verb is different. For example, if you see, I tell you something that Geeta Geeta writes, else we take a past tense. Okay, Geeta wrote her homework. Geeta wrote her homework. So here we can see, so whenever you try to change the verb into another form of voice, you have to find three things. What they are: subject plus verb plus object. If you look at this structure, you must be able to know what the subject in the sentence and the verb in the sentence and the object in the sentence. So, for example, if you look at Geeta wrote her homework, who did the action over here? Geeta. The subject here is Geeta. So we come to understand that Geeta is doing the action. Geeta did the action. What did she do? What was the action she did? Wrote. She wrote her completed. And what is the object given here? Homework. So whenever the time you change the voice in any voice into another form, you have to look at these three. Now I see here in active voice, the subject is given importance, but not the object. So here we are talking about the one who does the action. So it is called active voice. But when it comes to passive voice, whatever the object is given, I tell you something, you see here, this sentence can easily be changed into passive voice. Why? Because the verb here is a transitive verb. So as there is a transitive verb, this sentence can easily be changed into passive voice. Now we see, whenever if you want to change the same sentence into passive voice, we have to make the object as a subject. For example, her homework. Okay, else homework. So we can see that. See, the wrote, it is a past tense. It is a simple past tense. So homework here, instead of the word here, we are supposed to use the be form. So what is the be form for past tense? Is homework was. Was here is the be form. It has to be used. Homework was. After that, there is a structure we have to follow. B3, past participle has to be used over here. Wrote, write, wrote, or written. So here, homework was written by a preposition called by has to be used over there. After that, the subject which is in the active voice becomes the passive object in passive voice. Homework was written by Geeta, or else we can say her homework. Her homework was written by Geeta. Now you see, as we give a lot of importance to the subject in active voice, meanwhile here we give the importance to the object, but not the subject, because the object which is in this active voice has become the subject in the passive voice. Okay, so here, as we all know that there are 12 tenses in English. I hope you know what they are. Simple present, simple past, simple future, and present perfect tense, past perfect tense, future perfect tense, and present continuous tense, past continuous tense, future continuous tense, and present perfect continuous tense, past perfect continuous tense, and future perfect continuous tense. But you see, as there are 12 tenses in tenses, but all of these tenses cannot be changed into passive voice, but only among the 12, only 8 can be changed into passive form, passive voice. I am going to let you know what they are. So as we have 12 kinds of tenses, among the 12 tenses only 8 are changed into passive. But what are the remaining tenses that cannot be changed into passive voice? I tell what they are. The first one, future continuous tense. Future continuous tense. And second one, present perfect continuous tense. Third one, past perfect continuous tense. And future perfect continuous tense. These 4 tenses are never changed into passive voice. I hope you enjoy watching my movie, watching my video. If there is any doubt regarding my video, I would like to request you to get it to my notice. Okay, bye children.